Chris Jones coming in quicker. Last two, Pat and Steve.
Look, I know came in a loss, but Travis must have been all kind of cheats, touchdown, I guess. What's that mean?
Yeah, I mean, he deserves it. I mean, the work that he puts in every single day. I mean, obviously, people watch the gameplay and then like the game days and playing on the field and stuff like that. But he's a leader, man. He's someone that comes to work every single day and puts the time in. And so it just speaks to the person that he is, that he's able to go out there and break that record. And that was a great play and a big moment in the game. That's when he usually makes his big plays.
Far away.
What's going to sit with you most about this?
I mean, just having an opportunity at the end of the game and not coming through, getting the ball back with 4 minutes, and all you need is a field goal is a spot that we've been in a lot, and we've been able to do that. But obviously the first play, I tried to get a completion to Trav, but probably should just hang in there, and I think Hollywood would have opened up down the field. So just being better in that scenario. I mean, there's hit things here and there, but I think that's the biggest one. That's what you want. You want to get that opportunity at the end of the game, and we didn't. I didn't come through.
I'm not speaking of that already, but you guys have had such a knack for winning these close games for so long. Can you identify anything further than that? That's the difference.
Just not making the plays, not making the throws at the right time, and like I said, I mean, I had Hollywood probably on that play, and that's the drive starter. And once you get a drive started like that, you kind of get the momentum on your side. And so, staying true to my progressions and not just trusting the O-line that's going to block and get the guy a chance down the field and let him go out there and make a play.
At 5-5, how difficult is it to ahead?
I mean, obviously it's going to be tough to get back in the division race, but at the end of the day, all the goal is to get into the playoffs and try to make a run at it. And all you can focus on is next week. We got to learn from this one as much as possible, knowing that we're going to get a great opponent coming into Arrowhead this next week, and we're kind of at that point where we got to find a way to win football games, and got to keep moving forward. That's what this league's all about.
Patrick, on that note, it is uncharted territory for you guys to be in this kind of position. What is the message out there about like that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to let it. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. Like you got to feel that, but you got to be able to kind of use that energy to push it into the next week, into the rest of the season. And all you can focus on is the next game. You get another opportunity to go out there and prove yourself. And obviously, we've been losing these close games recently, but we've played some good football in spurts. It's just about being more consistent. And until we go out there and do it, all you can do is just keep saying you got to keep practicing and getting better and better, and push yourself to go out there and do it on game day.
On those deep throws, was there more of a timing thing?
Yeah, I mean, the first one I just got to make the throw. There's no other way around it. The play was designed for Trav, and I think Trav's wide open, but you have these alerts on your plays, and how the safety was sitting with Xavier's speed, and I knew that he was going to have a chance down the field. I just got to give him a chance, kind of like I did Taekwon later in the game. It's like you got to give guys chances. I missed that one, and you missed Taekwon on the sideline. And I mean, you learn from it, but at the same time, against a good defense like that, you're not going to have these opportunities all game long. And so when they're there, you got to hit them. And I would say it's a great job by Xavier getting open and getting himself there. I got to give him a chance to make a play downfield.
Patrick, obviously this is a team that's won a lot of championships. How much do those successes maybe help you stick together at the time?
Yeah, I mean, it's not always been just championships. We've dealt with adversity, and guys have learned and gotten better from it. I mean, obviously, this is something that we haven't dealt with so early in the season. But at the same time, I mean, I know what the guys I know the guys in that locker room and know how they're going to respond. And all we can do is stick together and push ourselves to be even better, and try to do what we can to win this next week.
That's the sort of thing where you feel the need to say something specific to the guys that you beat today, or anything like that?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think Coach Reed says it when he kind of talks to us at the end of games and stuff like that. And it's always about the next week. And like I said, you gotta feel it. I mean, it sucks losing this football game, and when you think you have a chance to win it, and you don't do that, and kind of get yourself behind. But at the end of the day, all you gotta do is find a way to get in. And we got a lot of games ahead of us, and we're gonna do our best to put ourselves in a position to go out there and play our best football each and every week.
Patrick, how do you feel about where you guys are? And I don't mean standings-wise, just how you're playing.
I think we're really talented. We got a lot of great players. It's just about being more consistent, and I think it starts with me. There's times where I'm firing and I'm throwing the ball and we're moving the ball down the field at ease, but at the same time, there's times where we go in spurts where I miss throw like I did, or a protection call, or whatever that is. And so it's just about being more consistent. That's what this league is, and we haven't been consistent enough to win football games, but it starts with me.
What did you see on the interception?
Yeah, I mean, I was rolling out to the right. I mean, just you can't do it. But I thought I'll have to look on the film. But I thought I had Elijah kind of down the sideline, and I was gonna give him a chance, and I just didn't throw it high enough. At the end of the day, I got 29 to go to me because he was guarding him, and I didn't throw it high enough. He jumped up and made a good play. So I mean, I've made that throw before, but at the same time, with the type of football game we're in, don't put the ball in harm's way. Take the 3 points and move on to the next possession.
I know you love driving in those late game situations, but on those, and that last position, like 4 minutes left, what eats away at you most that you guys with 3 and out?
Yeah, it's just just being in that situation before. It's like once you get that first down, I know it's cliche, but you do get the momentum on the drive, and you get the defense on their heels. And the fact that I didn't take that shot down on the first play, and then the second play we weren't able to get much going. So then the third play they kind of have where they can kind of lean forward and blitz and do stuff like that. Just knowing the situation, I've been in that situation before. So finding a way to get a completion, get that first down, put us in the driver's seat, and then push the envelope. But at the same time, I didn't find it there, and they came up with a good blitz on that third down, so they didn't give us give myself much of a chance.
Last two, Pat and Steve. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I know it came in a loss, but Travis must have been all-time cheats touchdown winner, I guess. What's that mean?
Yeah, I mean, he deserves it. I mean, the work that he puts in every single day. I mean, obviously, people watch the gameplay and then, like, the game days and playing on the field and stuff like that. But he's a leader, man. He's someone that comes to work every single day and puts the time in. And so it just speaks to the person that he is, that he's able to go out there and break that record. And that was a great play and a big moment in the game. That's when he usually makes his big plays.
Last one, Steve.
Pat, can you talk about how tough this Marco defense is? How'd your offensive line look?
So they did a great job, you know. That's a good defensive line on all 5 positions, and they have guys that come in, and so they did a great job. Kylie hopping in there at one point and doing it and holding his own as well, and so I'll be good for them going forward. But at the same time, I got to utilize that and make those throws down the field whenever they do give me that time. So just about being more consistent for myself. But I thought they played a good football game today.
Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Patrick.
The stadium lights were still blazing, but the Chiefs' sideline felt darker than ever as the final seconds ticked away. The Broncos had done it. They handed Kansas City a painful loss, and the shockwaves hit harder than anyone expected. Patrick Mahomes stood frozen for a moment, helmet off, eyes locked on the scoreboard. You could see it in his face, the struggle to hold back the emotion, the frustration, the disbelief. This wasn't just another loss, it was a gut punch to the entire team. As Mahomes took a slow breath, he glanced across the field and spotted Travis Kelce. And that's when everything hit even deeper. Kelce wasn't yelling, wasn't angry, he was still. Completely still. His shoulders low, his eyes fixed on the grass, replaying every moment he wished he could have changed. For one of the loudest leaders in the league to stand that quietly, it spoke louder than any post-game quote ever could. Mahomes walked toward him, his eyes glossy, fighting hard to keep it together. Reporters were already circling, cameras flashing, but he didn't care. All he saw was his brother, the one who's carried this offense, carried this franchise, and tonight looked crushed under the weight of it all. Kelce rubbed his face, trying to hide how much the loss stung, but Mahomes noticed. Everyone noticed. When the two finally met, Mahomes tapped Kelce on the chest, a small gesture, but it carried the weight of the entire locker room. No words were needed. Just a moment between two warriors who fought too many battles together to let one night break them. Mahomes whispered something, barely audible, but the mic caught just enough. We keep going. We've been here before. Kelce nodded, swallowing hard, still unable to shake that devastated look. He isn't used to nights where he feels powerless. And tonight, he felt every ounce of it. As they headed toward the tunnel, fans cheered to lift their spirits, but the pain was still there. Two leaders, one heartbreaking loss, and a moment that showed the world their fire, their loyalty, and their humanity. And if there's one thing everyone knows about Mahomes and Kelce, it's this: they may break, but they don't stay broken. And the next team they face? They are walking into a storm.